very important. Oh my God, my voice is killing me. Please ensure you fill the attendance form on the chat. All right. So I don't know if we should start or we should wait for others to join. So please, I'm still waiting for us to, get introduced ourselves to me as well. My name is Ozichi, and I'm hosting you from Nigeria at the moment. And I am a growth manager in Amdari. So let me know your name, where you're joining us from, and can you send a message on the chat? Can you see the chat button there? If you can send a message, give me a thumbs up. I want to be sure that we can all send messages on the chat. Can you send a message on the chat? Yes, you can. Okay, nice. All right, Jerry. Okay, Jerry, where are you joining us from? Let's start from you. Tell us. We'd like to know. You're joining from Lagos. Nice. Johnson from Lagos. Hi, Mohammed. Welcome to the session. You're joining from Manchester. What about the career you want to go into? What career do you want to go into? Let me know. Data analytics, nice. Okay. What about you? This is Jerry. What about you, Johnson? What career do you want to go into? You're interested in cybersecurity, okay. And Mr. Gideon, okay. You're not responding. Hi, Mohammed. Where are you joining us from and what's a career you want to transition into? You can use the chat. Let's just have a little interaction before I start officially, all right? Where are you joining us from, Mohammed? And what tech career do you want to go into? Let me see the chat. The only time you will speak, okay, I'm sorry, but the only time I'll allow us to speak just to keep the session coordinated. Okay, you want to go into data analysis, Mohammed. Where are you joining us from? Mohammed. Hi, Emmanuel. Welcome as well. Where are you joining us from? And what tech career do you want to go into? Please, if you're just joining us and you've not filled the attendance form, try as much as you can. Just take a minute, fill the attendance form, because we'll be sending the recording of the sessions to those that fills the attendance form, okay? CFA engineer, CFD engineer, okay. I don't know what that means. What's CFD? I mean, there are a lot of careers in this life, so cyber security engineer, is that what you mean? Computational fluid dynamics, wow. That looks like something some people do with PhD. I've never heard about that, but that's nice. Okay, so since we are quite a few here yet, we are waiting for others to join. They will need to catch up with us, okay? We'll keep it going. You have PhD in CFD, obviously. I know that sounds like a career you will get a PhD in, all right? Now, what are we discussing today, okay? How you can get real world experience without needing a job first. Do you think it's possible? If you think it's possible, give me a thumbs up. Do you think you can get a real world experience without needing a job first? Hi, Funaya, welcome. Oh, you know it's possible. All right. Okay, it's not compulsory that you have to leave your video off, but if you feel like you want me to see your face, trust me, I'll be happy to see your face as well. I can see Mohammed. It gives me joy that I can see your face as well. So you agree that you can get a job without okay, everybody's agreeing to what I'm saying. Nice. All right. Now, this is what we are going to do first. A brief introduction about myself. My name is Ozichi Ahamefula, and I'm a growth and product marketing professional. And I'm the growth manager in Amdari, and I've worked over 6 years. My first job in Coca-Cola, second job in Coca-Cola Hellenic Company, and now I'm working with Amdari, okay, as a growth and product marketing manager. What are we going to be discussing today? This is the outline of what we'll be discussing today, all right? We're talking about, sorry, I don't know why I'm running speed. So we're talking about why experience matters, especially in tech. Okay, some persons always find it very unpleasant and find it very annoying when you go through interview sessions and you are getting, oh, you don't have experience, we can't hire you. It looks very annoying sometimes, but we need to understand why the experience matters in this time and age. and the recruiter's insights and the advantage that you have, okay, and how to create experience without you being hired first. And then the Amdari Experience Internship. And then we also have, not we, I have a special offer for those that are joining my sessions today. So whoever missed my session today, I'm sorry for them, they will not get my special offer. So it will be important for us to pay attention. And I would like us to, be very interactive. I would like to be interactive with you, respond to my questions. Let's make this fun. Okay, it's not quite easy for you to leave what you're doing to join the session. It means that you are very keen in getting information. You are very keen in learning, and learning never ends. Okay, now let's dive into it. So, why does experience matter? I mean, before now, I would say before COVID-19, okay? Because it looks like everything changes after the COVID-19. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me that a lot of things changed after the COVID-19, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, because a lot of things changed after the COVID-19. Prior to the COVID-19, for you to be a software engineer, right? It looks like you have to have computer science degree. Sorry. It looks like you have to have computer science degree. If you want to go into marketing, companies were focused more on you coming from the degree, okay, of that role you're applying for, compared to what we are facing now. Okay, I want us to understand the history to why experience has become more important now than it used to be before, right? Now, right now, in this time and age, I don't know if you're in the 21st century or you're in the 22nd century, right? But since COVID-19 happened, okay, there has been a huge emergence of, the internet has been in existence, but now it looks like it took another turn. It looks like it took another phase. People that want to get into the tech field, there was a tech boom after the COVID-19. Everybody wants to learn UX, UI designing. Everybody wants to get into software engineering. Everybody wants to get into data analytics, data engineering, everything that has to do with tech. People want to get into it. And then we realized that unlike before, that's prior to 2020, 2019, right? For you to get into this career, you must have studied computer science in your, your bachelor's degree or college. You must have studied computer science. Give me a thumbs up, especially in Africa. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me, right? Yes, you must be a computer science student for you to even think of going into this career. But now, since COVID-19 happens and internet also happens, and you know that during that COVID-19, right? I think what happened was that during COVID-19, a lot of persons were staying indoors and they were learning a lot of courses. People were being retrenched. So people were looking for a way to change their career. So those that were teaching, okay, took turns putting a lot of vital information on YouTube. People were learning different careers. People were learning skills online. At the end of the day, it happens that a lot of persons can learn online without even coming from that, having a background in that career. We have doctors being software engineers. We have doctors being data analysts. We have nurses being cybersecurity professionals. We have people that studied marketing or business in their first degree going into tech. Okay? And another thing about tech is that we have come to understand that now, unlike before, we did not have that information. We have come to understand that tech is not actually that different from, the everyday electrical technician, everyday auto mechanic. The only difference between these two persons. Okay, please, can you fill the attendance form? All right, so I can send you the recording, Mohammed. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Fill the attendance form. Can you see it? It's already pinned on the chat. If you can see it, give me a thumbs up. All right, just fill the attendance form. I'll send the recording. So we realized that so many people, you can come from different backgrounds and still become someone working in the tech field. And there's no difference between someone who is a tech professional and, your day-to-day hairdresser, your day-to-day electrical technician, or your automobile technician that fixes your car. The difference between you, okay, as a tech professional and these people is just that they are using software, hardware tools. Okay, automobile technician will use spanner. They use a lot of hardware tools. Okay, to fix cars. Electrical technician use a lot of hardware tools. You know, their spanner, their wires to fix the electrical problems in the house. Okay, but you as a software, as a tech professional, right? Because a lot of companies are, you know, automating their businesses and they're going online, they're having websites. Unlike before, we have more physical stores than we have the online stores. Now we have a lot of online stores. People can stay in their house and open a store and sell and make a lot of profits without owning a physical shop. Okay, and that emergence, you realize that you really do not need to come from that background to get into to become a software engineer or to become a data scientist. All you just need to know is know how to use the tool. Okay, just like someone who wants to learn how to fix, you know, electrical issues, you don't have to go through, you know, the school to study electrical engineering to know how to fix things in their house. Once you go to apprenticeship, right, and know how to use these tools and know how to fix, you know, these electrical issues in their house, you're already hired. People will get you hired to fix their problems in their house. And that's the reason why in this time and age, experience matters. Okay, companies are no longer looking for you. So candidates that have degree, candidates that came up with masters, candidates that have PhD. Okay, it's not really longer a criteria. Okay, although it helps, but it's not a criteria. Why do I say that? It means that if you have the degree and another person that does not have the degree, maybe the person is coming from the medical field and you're coming from as a computer science student, you want to go into data analysis. You don't have experience as a computer science student, someone that graduated with computer science certificate, and the other person that came from the medical field, all right, they have this experience. Companies will hire this person over you. Okay, and that's why experience matters. That's the modern work system in some careers that we have now. Okay, and the fact that skills now supersede degrees. We are seeing it every day. Okay, no matter the certification you got, if you don't have the skill, if you don't have the experience, you will not get hired. Now, moving forward, why experience still matters is because companies will not want to hire you. Okay, let's face the truth. Okay, most of us has done this. If you've done this here, give me a thumbs up. The fact that there are some persons that companies would hire as graduate trainee, okay, and these companies spend a lot of money training these candidates, and after 1 year, the candidates run away and look for a better job. If you've experienced this, if you've done this, give me a thumbs up. Let's know ourselves, people that's committed this crime. Let's know ourselves, right? So these are the reasons why companies right now, okay, unlike 2018, 2017, where companies would, you know, employ you and train you and give you the skill, and they're not afraid to do that. Now, companies are scared of, you know, hiring candidates that are not yet competent in the, you know, in the field, hiring candidates that will learn on the job, and after training them, after spending money, spending time, spending resources to train them, they leave the company after being trained to get a better paying job. Okay, that is more like a loss for the companies. And by so doing, obviously, companies are retracting. They wouldn't want to hire candidates. So they're looking for candidates that are already made, okay? Because it's expensive to train anybody. They, you know, they pay for courses for you to go through. They pay you money when obviously you not start delivering on the job, okay? And at the end of the day, you disappear. So they're making a lot of losses and they're not getting, you know, value for that. So they stopped, you know, training candidates. And also right now, because there have been an elimination of the degree in the hiring phase, okay, we now have too many applicants. When I say too many applicants, unlike when companies used to request for, you know, candidates to have degree before, you know, getting a job. Let's say they want to hire for data analytics, data science, data engineering, and one of their criteria, their number one criteria is that you must be a computer science graduate. Do you know that there will be less applicants in that room? Give me a thumbs up if you know there will be less applicants in that field. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that there will be less applicants. Exactly, because it's not everybody that, you know, studied computer science. A lot of us are transitioning from biology science, a lot of us from environmental science, a lot of us from completely non-tech, you know, degree, and we're getting into the tech space. And that's why it looks like there are too many applicants. But trust me, while there are too many applicants, there is also a lot of clause. And I will show you that while we go forward. Okay. Now, experience also matters because of what the job report has said, which is like I've said previously. Okay. 91% of employers value experience over education because I've already said it. They don't care about the education. What they care is, can you actually deliver on the job? Okay, you are a computer science graduate. Okay, if I give you, and you're claiming you're a software engineer, if I give you a website to build, can you actually build it? You're a UX designer, can you actually design a user interface? Okay, you are a data analyst, can you analyze the data? It's not about coming out with, coming out with the degree or claiming to be that. So they look out for experience because experience shows that you have worked, in a particular company, or you have used these tools to solve real world problem. Okay, forgive me. And these are the things that the recruiters are looking out for when they want to hire a candidate. They're looking for proof, okay, not just potential. A lot of people have gone through training and they tag themselves on their LinkedIn, data analyst professional, data science professional, data engineer professional. But the truth is, they likely didn't even finish that, their cohort or their internship. Okay, let's say their boot camp, they probably did not finish because not everybody have the patience to finish their internship. I keep saying internship. Not everybody have the patience to finish their boot camp. Okay, but they know they don't have that strong technical skills. But on their title or on their CV, you see data analyst professional. Anybody can go to Google, cook up anything, go to ChatGPT or go to DeepSeek. If you know how to use a very good prompt, refine your CV, and it will look like you're a sweet data analyst professional with over 5 years experience. And that's why you see recruiters, aside your CV that you're submitting, they also expect you to submit your portfolio because they want to see the projects you've worked on. Okay, everybody can have a CV, but portfolio is unique to you. Okay, and also most of them always go ahead to take you through what we call technical interview, where they get to give you projects for you to work on. They know what they're doing because they've experienced countless times when they hire a candidate based on CV, and at the end of the day, the candidate does not, deliver on the job. Now, what does the research say? What does the job report say? Okay, this is what recruiters are looking out for when they want to hire a candidate. And I need you to pay attention to this part. What are they looking out for to hire a candidate? Number one, which has 57%, okay, says they're looking for candidates that have strong technical skills. Now, let me ask us a question. If you have electrical fault in your house, or let's say you have an occasion to, attend to, and you need to make an outfit, all right? Now, you have two fashion designers. One of them, they both went to fashion school. Let's say Abigail and John. They both went to fashion school, and Abigail has made an outfit for at least 2 or 3 persons since she left the fashion school. And John, aside the capstone project he worked on during his training, he has not made outfit for anybody. Who would you actually give your money? Okay, who would you give your money to make this outfit for you? You can send me the reply on the chat. I want us to engage, okay? Who would you give your money to make this outfit for you? Abigail or John? Don't forget, what John has is just the training he has gone through and the custom projects he has worked on. He has not made any outfit for anybody before, okay? And he does not have a place where he could show you what he has made before. So Savidoli, Ifunanya, Jerry, tell me who you would give your money to make this outfit for you. Because sometimes it's good for us to have this conversation, okay? To know if these recruiters are just being mean, unnecessarily mean or not. I'm still waiting for a response. Who would you give the outfit to make for you between Abigail and John? All right. I know that some of us will go for John, Abigail, sorry, because let's face it, you would not like to get what you ordered versus what you got, right? And you would prefer a candidate that have strong technical skills, not somebody that just came out and just has certification of completion for their fashion school. All right. Now, looking at the second one, they also are requiring a candidate that has high quality of work. So this is more like a two-edged sword, right? It is a mirror of the same thing. If you have strong technical skills, obviously you're going to deliver high quality job. And if you have strong technical skills and can deliver high quality job, it means you can work independently. Okay. As you can see on my screen, that is the top 3 things they're looking at for a candidate. Not your certification, not your degree, but a candidate that can deliver high quality job because you have strong technical skills and you can work independently. If I ask us now, how many of us is actually transitioning into tech aside the salary? Okay. How many of us is transitioning into tech because we want to work from home? Give me a thumbs up if that applies to you. Give me a thumbs up if that applies to you. Stella wants to because we want to work from home. Exactly. Are you, Jerry, as well? Now, you see what that happens? If you don't have strong technical skills, you cannot work independently. Because if the company gives you a project to work on, you will need somebody to help you navigate some of the difficulties. Am I lying? If I'm communicating, give me a thumbs up. Okay. This is exactly why we know in tech, most companies, you can work remote, you can work hybrid. But the question is, if they hire you, can you work independently? Can you deliver high quality job? Do you have strong technical skills? That is the question. Okay. Now, another thing they look at for, they also said years of experience. Okay. Most companies, like I see, they are looking for candidates that have experience because nobody wants to gamble it. No company wants to give their data problem to somebody they are not sure has worked on a company relevant project. Okay. So that's why you see that a good number of companies are looking for candidates that have at least 1 year experience. 23% of them are looking for candidates that have 6 months experience. Okay. And you see, the first 2 things that stop you from landing a job is because these companies are looking for candidates that have experience and candidates that have the skill. Okay. If you lack the required days of experience, you'll not get the job. If you lack the required technical skills, you'll not get the job. If you lack the required soft skill, you'll not get the job. These are the top 3. So it's good for us to pay attention to these things. Sometimes we ask ourselves some questions and actually know if we can actually, get the job or why we have not been getting a job. You can apply to 200 jobs, but if not sat down to ask yourself why you're not able to land the job, then something is wrong. Okay, something is definitely wrong, and we are going to solve that issue today. Now, there are high number of entry-level roles. Is growing as fast as anybody can think. And the reason is because a lot of people, since the emergence of tech, people have a lot of ideas, okay? People are making life easy for us. Some persons are looking to get into AI. A lot of people are building some AI platform that will make life easy. Robotics. A lot of companies are being automated. A lot of companies are going online. They're not owning physical shop, okay? They're selling more online. Data is the new oil. Companies are driving and fighting for your data. They want to own your data so they can use it to make more sales, okay? Now, you see that there are more entry-level roles growing in the tech space, but you're still struggling to land a job. That means there is a problem, okay? That means there is a problem. But what is your advantage? If you're joining us from UK and Europe, you have a very good advantage. And what do I mean? UK is one of the top 4 startup hub in the world. What does that translate to? People that live in the UK or people that live in that live in Europe or people that live in the US. It means that there are lots and lots of startups opening their businesses every day. Startups are focusing on UK. They are registering in UK. They are situating their business in UK, and that means they will need a lot of people. They need people to work in these businesses. They need software engineers, they need data analysts, they need business analysts, they need project managers to manage the project. Because if you want to build a website, you need a project manager, okay? They need all these, desk tech fields or these roles or people in this career space. It means that there are loads of jobs in the UK for this sake. But if you're still not landing a job, it's still because you don't have the relevant work experience and you don't have strong technical skills and cannot work independently, as the report has said. Now, look at the job reports. As you can see, these are the in-demand job reports that are going to be the most sought after in the next 10 years. Data engineering, data analytics, data science, cyber security, business analysis, and also project management. Because as much as every company, everybody is having one idea or the other, and they want to build a space, they want to build a product, okay? They want to build a product that they can sell. Either they want to sell a service or they want to sell a product, whatever it is, a physical product. They always want to own, automate or own a website. And if they are doing that, they need data analysts to gather the data, because with data, you can make good business decisions. They need data engineers, they need data scientists to help them predict the future of their business. Will they make profit in the next 10 years? Will they make loss in the next 10 years? How can they make profit in the next 20 years? Okay. They need cybersecurity professionals to help them, to help secure their website. Every day we have malicious, unethical hackers looking for a way to disrupt people's businesses. Okay. You need cybersecurity professional to protect your business as well. And then the business analyst. Okay, a business analyst is that you can know everything. If you are a founder or a tech founder or a CEO of a company, you only know what you know. And that's why they hire people. They hire people because they expect that you know better than them. So they're going to be hiring these people because these are the careers that are going to be in high demand. As we are going more into the AI field, we're going more into the robotics. These are the fields that are going to be in high demand. So if you're looking to transition to tech, you've not learned any skill yet, and you're still like contemplating of which career you want to venture into, please look into these careers: project management, business analysis, cybersecurity field, and the data field. Okay, these are the careers that are going to be in high demand in the next 10 years. And trust me, it is very important to do your research before switching career to a career you don't know that is actually going to be taken over by AI. Okay, it is very important. And as you can see on this report, focus on these careers. This is where the in game is. All right. Now, what is the catch-22? You are in a crazy loop at this point, and you need a job. The company is telling you to get experience. Okay, but you need the work to get a job. So you are in the loop of, what are these guys looking out for? You want me to get experience, you will not get me a job, or you won't give me the job. Then how do I get the experience? And that's basically what we are here to discuss: how you can gain experience without being hired first. Okay, so right now you are in this loop of how you can get the job, the experience when companies would not hire you. You are not alone, trust me. There are thousands and thousands of persons that are going through boot camps, learning online, on Coursera, on YouTube, that are still facing the same issue. You're not alone, okay? And the funny thing is, companies are not bulging. They don't mind staying 20, they don't mind staying 2 months, okay, to look for the best candidates that they will fix in the role. And they actually take that long, okay, to look for those candidates to fix the role. So please, if you've not filled the attendance form, please fill the attendance form so I can send the recording to those that joined the session, all right? Now, this is the main issue, what the companies are trying to avoid. What I ordered versus what I got. So imagine you are the person in this shoe. You believed a pastry professional, or you believed a cake maker that told you, I know how to make this kind of cake, I know how to make it. And they've never shown you the pictures of cake they made for other persons. And then you give them the job, oh, make a cake for my child's birthday. And they made this for you. How will you feel? Will you be happy? If you won't be happy, give me a thumbs up. It looks funny, to be honest. Will you be happy about that? They will tell you, oh my God, I know how to make it. That is exactly how tech recruiters look at candidates. When on your CV, you've learned a lot of things you know how to do. And then during interview, you are telling them a lot of stories. I did this, I did that. I worked on this project and the company gets revenue, 30% revenue. Trust me, they've heard it with a lot of candidates. They've heard it from a lot of candidates, and the candidates blew their mind. And they trusted that this person knows what they are doing, and they hired them without seeing what they've done for another company before, or without seeing the actual project they've worked on for another company before. They hire these persons, and this is what they get, what they order. So if you're feeling down or feeling angry or feeling like, okay, why are these people doing this? Why are they not hiring candidates? Why are they requesting for experience? Just imagine yourself in this shoe, okay? You want to make a cake for your child's birthday, and you're requesting for a picture of what this baker has done before, and they're angry that, oh, why are you requesting for a picture, right? Hi, NS, welcome to the session. Why are you requesting for the picture? I know how to bake. Don't you trust me and all that? And then you trust them with your hard-earned money, okay? And that's the only person bringing cake for your child. And when they're bringing the cake, they bring this scary thing. Trust me, your child will, if your child is below 10 years, you shall not get close to this cake because it looks very scary. And that's how it feels like, all right? When companies hire you and after you've decorated your CV, you end up not delivering on the job. Okay? But how can you make yourself job ready? How can you make yourself job ready? That's the question. So there's no need to overthink it, because at the moment, a lot of persons are doing something wrong. Okay, mistake you're making currently is that you want to wait as long as it takes for you to land the job. No, when you know you don't have the technical skills. The people that should be waiting to land the job, or to wait as long as they can to land the job, are people that already have the experience. If you're just coming from a boot camp, okay, or you just learned by yourself and you don't have experience, you've not worked on industry relevant projects, and you feel like you want to wait for as long as it takes for you to land the job, trust me, the more you wait, the more your knowledge becomes rusty. Okay, there'll be a time when you will not even remember some of the things that you learned, and it's because you're not practicing. Whatever you're not practicing leaves you. Okay, you're waiting for the job, you're overthinking the perfect idea. There's no perfect idea anyway, and you're working on capstone projects that does not have, relevance to the industry. That's another problem people face. Okay, you go to World Health Organization websites, you find some capstone projects, you want to analyze data that has to do with population. Companies are not analyzing population. Okay, they're analyzing customers' insights. They're analyzing ads. Okay, they're analyzing a lot of things and not population. So those projects, those capstone projects, are not actually industry relevant. And that's the reason why you could have like 10 to 15 capstone projects you've worked in. And with that, they're still telling you, oh, we're looking for candidates that have experience. And you're asking, so what are you looking for? I have projects, but they're still telling you they're looking for candidates that have experience, because the projects you've worked on does not have industry relevance. All right. Now, how can you create experience without being hired? That's a question. The best way to create the experience without being hired is, one, you volunteer for projects, okay, for non-profit businesses or small businesses. Now, I also included the reason why I know, trust me, I know that some of us have gone to try that, that's part of gaining experience. I know some people that are very smart, some people are very informative, that have tried to do this, and they also face the same problem. For you to volunteer to work for a company for free, okay, you must still have strong technical skills. They're not looking for you to come and learn with their job or use their data to learn, because what if you delete the data by mistake? I don't know if you understand, okay? You still need some level of experience, okay? You still need some level of competence using these tools for them to allow you. You need to have level of experience for you to be able to still give that free work to these small businesses, because it is dicey for them to give you their projects just like that. And also, most companies will not release their business problems due to privacy sake. They don't know it from anywhere. You walk up to their company and say, I can work for you for free. I just want to learn on the job. What if it's their competitor that sent you? I don't know if you understand what I mean, okay? People are very skeptical about these things. And there's also a high chance that after you've done this free job, then you go online and say, oh, I work for this company and they did not pay me. And that's also a tense, okay? It's a stain on their own, policy. It's a stain on their white as well. So companies will also take it back, okay? When they see somebody walk into their company and say, oh, I want to be a data analyst for you. I just want to work for you for free. No, if you come to me like that, I'll run away, okay? Because I don't know who sent you, right? Now, another problem you're going to be facing is the fact that there is no guide. And that's why for this kind of, for this part of creating experience for yourself, you need to have experience. You need to be somebody that already have the experience for you to go to any company to tell them you want to be a data analyst for free, or you want to be a data scientist for free just because you want to get the experience. Because trust me, they will ask you, so what have you done before? show us the project you've worked on before, because they wouldn't want to dice. They wouldn't want to, play that chess with you, right? And if you don't have experience, you don't have strong technical skills, it's also a disadvantage to you, because at the end of the day, you need a guide. You need the guide to teach you what to do. You need a guide to help you grow the skill. And let's face it, it is quite difficult. It is quite difficult, okay? Now, the second choice you have is to join the Amdari Work Experience Internship. Now, why should you join the Amdari Work Experience Internship? You get to have work on industry relevant projects, okay? You work with a guide. You have a line manager, you have a guide that will help you along the way, okay? You also gain access to a portfolio website, just like the cake, the pastry person or the fashion designer that does not have online presence, okay? As a tech professional, it is important you have a portfolio website. So you also get portfolio websites, and you're going to be getting more industry experience, and all you just need is to have basic knowledge. So these are the two major ways you can create experience for yourself, okay, and land that job without actually being hired first, because trust me, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I won't lie. If anybody tells you that a company would hire you as a data analyst when you don't even know how to use SQL, you don't know how to use Excel to a degree, then they're lying to you, okay? Now, what does Amdari do? As you can see, the career we currently offer is data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, and those in cybersecurity, SOC analytics, ethical hacking, governance, risk and compliance, and also project management. So like I said, what do you get from this internship, okay? What makes it real experience? A lot of persons have asked us, what makes it a real experience? If you want to understand if any project you're working on or any internship you're going into is real or not, there are questions you need to ask yourself, okay? One, are you solving a business problem, an actual business problem? Okay, you need to understand if you are using industry relevant tools, okay? Because you can be working in a company or you can be doing an internship and the tool you are building the skill on is no longer relevant to the industry, okay? As tech evolves, a lot of tech tools as well, also people stop using some tech tools, right? So are you using industry relevant tools and are you applying it to the skills, okay? Can you defend your projects? That is another question you should ask yourself. Are you the one working on this project or somebody is just helping you do that? That's how you know if it's a real world experience. Because at the end of the day, when you face interviews, you'll be asked to explain or to walk the recruiters through the projects you've worked on and how you solve the problem and the issues you encountered on the way while solving the problem. This is how you want to know if it is a real experience or not. Now, are the deliverables produced? Okay, every project have deliverables. Are they just giving you projects and you don't deliver on the job? That's the question you should ask yourself. Another thing you should ask yourself, are stakeholders involved? Just like your capstone project, there's no stakeholder involved in capstone project. I mean, you can wake up any day and just work on it. You can decide to abandon it and 2 months later, you come back to it, okay? Can you show it? And that is where the Amdari portfolio website comes into play. Can you show the projects you've worked on? Can you defend it? Are stakeholders involved? These are the questions that are important for you to ask if you want to know if the internship is real experience or not, okay? Now, how does this internship works? We get industry relevant projects in a controlled environment, okay? Where we get to have partners and they give us a unique business problems, okay? Let's, for example, I have a business and I have a partner that, okay, they told us, please, if you have give us your unique business problem, give us your business problems, exactly what the kind of problems you face in your company. We need it for our interns. Our interns need to solve this kind of problem because obviously that's the only way you understand the problems each industry faces, okay? And then I said, okay, no problem. Each time I have some, I just compile them and give it to this industry. That's Amdari, okay? And you get to work on that. So it is in a more controlled environment. Industry relevant projects. There are some projects that are not relevant, okay? And those are projects that does not have any impact in the industry. Relevant projects have actual impacts in the industry that you got it from, okay? So you get to work on this industry relevant projects. And when you join Amdari, you'll be in a team. Okay. You'll be in a team of like-minded persons. If you're going for business analysis, you'll be in the BA team. If you're going for data analysis, you'll be in the data analyst team. Okay. If I'm communicating, give me a thumbs up. It looks like I've not been engaging with us. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. That's nice. Thank you, Jerry. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. So that is how this internship works. Now, when you join, you have a line manager. Okay. These people work with you to ensure that you're doing the project. They work with you to ensure you're not having any difficulties. Okay. I don't know. There's some persons that are actually very self-motivated. They can work on a project by themselves without needing any help, and they do it. But if you're like me, I don't think I can work alone. If I'm working on any project, I need a hand. If I have any issue or I face any difficulties 2 times, I'll drop the project. Okay, that is how it works, especially when I'm learning or trying to transition to a particular field. And that's why having a community is very important, and having a guide or a mentor is very important. So these projects are guided projects. You have a line manager that works with you, that guides you, okay, while you work on the project, to ensure you don't, you don't throw off the ball, all right? And now, when you're done working on the project, the line manager is also going to take, review the project to ensure that what you did is actually correct. If there are errors, if there are things that they need to let you know, they let you know as well. And that means every time they take you to project overview and tool training, all you have to do every day, you dedicate 1 hour to work on the projects you have. If you have any difficulties, you let your line manager know. You have stand-up meetings twice weekly or 3 times weekly. It is an actual job, but more flexible than your job, okay? Now, during your stand-up meetings, you get to have, keep tabs with you. Or Savidoli, where are you in your project? Are you having any challenges? What are the difficulties you're facing? Okay, the line manager will help you walk through that. Or Jerry, are you done with your project? You're not done with your project. So what are the challenges? Okay, where are you? How can we help you? Do you have any difficulties? Are you understanding what you're doing? This is what your line managers are there for. Okay, until you're able to stand by your foot. Now, when you're done working on the project, you also get to, present to the stakeholders of these businesses. You cannot be a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, or a cybersecurity professional, or even a business analyst and project manager, and you don't know how to present. It is a crucial one of the soft skills. I don't know if you saw when I was when we are looking at that research, okay, where they're talking about soft skill after technical skill. It's one of the soft skills that are high in demand in the tech space. You need to know how to present. As a data analyst, you need to know how to use storytelling to present your data visualization. As a project manager, you will always speak to the stakeholders of these businesses. As a business analyst, you always speak to the stakeholders of these businesses. Okay. As a data scientist, you also speak to stakeholders of the businesses. So you need to know how to present. So we structured it in a way that you're not just training you to build that technical skills, you are also learning how to present. So if you're a shy person, you are scared, you have anxiety, trust me, before the end of this program, your anxiety, your fear, you will grow that boldness, okay, to present to people the way I'm doing, and you will stand out among other candidates. Trust me, it is very important, okay? Now, when you're done presenting to the stakeholders and to your team, your team members as well, they get to give you feedback, okay? Feedback is meant for you to get better. The more you present, the more you get better. Now, when you're done with the project, you have your portfolio website that you put your project on, so you can share it across multiple platforms, and also share it to recruiters. Like I said, recruiters always request for portfolios, because every project in your portfolio is unique to you. Nobody can go to Google and just search it up and decide they want to copy Dolly's portfolio project, or they want to copy Jerry's portfolio, or they want to just cook it up and just put it on them. No, everything you've worked on, if you've worked on some, use Power BI to visualize data, your design is unique to you. If you use Python to write some codes, your design is unique to you, okay? It is very, very important. And with Amdari, you have access to a portfolio website for life. And I'm going to show us how that portfolio website looks like, okay? You have access to the portfolio website for life. And this is how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. This is the back end of the portfolio website. So if you're a data engineer or a cybersecurity professional or a data analyst, and you have GitHub website where you have some capstone projects you've worked on. You can also link it here. As you can see on this cursor, you can see my cursor. You can link your capstone projects right here. If you have physical projects you've worked on in form of documents, in form of pictures that shows your ability, you can also upload them here in this portfolio. You see, upload external projects, upload Amdari's project, and you get to share this portfolio across multiple social handles. You can copy this URL, put it on your LinkedIn profile for recruiters to have access to it, and you can also copy it and put it on your CV. Okay, let me even ask, how many of us have our LinkedIn URL on our CV? If your LinkedIn URL is on your CV, give me a thumbs up. If it is not on your CV, give me a thumbs down. If you don't have your LinkedIn website link, you don't have it, Jerry. What about you, Savidoli? Do you have your LinkedIn URL on your CV? Do you have it on your CV? Because it's very important, okay? These are the issues. These are the things that recruiters look out for when they want to hire a candidate. You can't be applying for a job with just your name and your location and your email address. You need to put your LinkedIn URL, you need to put your portfolio website. These people actually do look out for it, okay? They need to see your LinkedIn profile. They need to see your portfolio website to see the projects you've worked on. So it is very, very important. So if you don't have it, please try after this, the end of this session. Sorry, trying to lose my voice. Try as much as you can to put your LinkedIn URL on your CV. Now, this is how tech recruiters get to see your portfolio website, basically like this, okay? Don't mind my picture. You should put a professional picture of yourself. Don't put this kind of pictures, okay? Put a professional picture of yourself, and you get to see your picture. They get to see a big description about yourself and your years of experience and a lot of tools you've worked on, the projects you've completed. So this is how the portfolio website looks like. If I click on this LinkedIn icon, it's going to take me directly to my LinkedIn page, okay? And that is how it is. This is all in the package. You're not paying extra money for it, and you have access to it for life, okay? Read my lips. You have access to this portfolio website for life. Lots of people pay money to get portfolio websites, all right? And people don't even know how to do that. Now it has been made easy to build, easy to share, easy peasy for you, okay? So if you're a tech professional and you don't have a portfolio website and you want to join Amdari, then this is a starting point where you get to have a portfolio website as well, all right? Now, moving forward, we also rebrand you. Now, what do we mean rebranding? Okay, some of us are career switchers here, and we are asking ourselves, oh, how do I don't want to go into a new job and I'm going for an entry-level role and I'm just doing a 6 months internship experience. Don't worry, we'll get there, right? We have employability specialists that work with you to revamp your CV and optimize your LinkedIn, okay? Your LinkedIn being optimized is very important. It's a very, very crucial point of you getting hired in a new role. Trust me, okay? Companies do look out for, some of us, if you've ever been on your LinkedIn where you get a notification that somebody's profile and you don't even know the person, you can't view the person, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you've experienced that. Exactly. It's because recruiters, before they advertise a role, I didn't give us the secret. Before they advertise a role, they go to LinkedIn, okay, and they look for, they type the keywords. Let's say data analysts, okay? They type a keyword and they go through some people's profile. They're looking for candidates to fill that role. They type data engineering or stock analytics or ethical hacking. They're looking for people to fill the role. So, because it's easier for them, okay, than to skim through several CVs. It's quite difficult to get through several CVs. The difficulty, that's the reason why we have AI that also block you from, block people from getting, allowing the CV to get to the recruiters, right? They go to LinkedIn. If your LinkedIn is well optimized and you post as, sometimes you get to have access to these people. Those people that are still looking at your page, they probably just saw your page and were just scrolling around. And maybe they have a role in their company that maybe they're looking for somebody in that role because your LinkedIn is not well optimized. They cannot even tell what you're doing. Maybe your LinkedIn alone, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a data analyst, you're a data scientist. You have to pick a struggle, okay? When your LinkedIn is well optimized, okay, they can actually tell what you do. From the job roles and what you've done, they can actually tell. They can send you a DM, an email, hi Jerry, or hi Savi. I went through your profile and I feel like you're fit for the role that we have open to our company. Can we have an interview with you? Trust me, people have gotten a job like that. I have gotten a job like that as well. Okay. So you need to be as consistent as possible and LinkedIn optimized. And that is, we understand every nitty-gritties, all the employability skills that you need to land the job. And that is what we are giving to you here at Amdari. Okay. Your LinkedIn is well optimized, your CV is revamped. Okay. You also get one-on-one mentorship and career coaching. Now we also prepare you for interviews. Okay. And have mock interview with you. Why is this important? Trust me, you can be the best since sliced bread. You can be a C-suite professional, okay? But if you don't know how to answer interview questions, those that have not so similar CV as you, their CV may be better than them, right? Better than their own. They will land the job. And because you couldn't answer interview questions, it looked like you cook up your CV from ChatGPT. Okay, it happens to the best of us, right? And that's why we prepare our consultants for interviews or our interns for interviews, because there are some interview questions that can be very tricky. So if you don't know what you're doing, that is it, you lose the job. Okay. Now, aside that, I'll also give you job reference letter. Amdari is registered in UK and registered in Canada. That means, what does that mean? That means that we give you a job reference letter when you land the job and the company is requesting for a job reference letter from us. Okay, we get to submit it on your behalf, or we, give it to you if you request for it. But yes, in the space of 2 years, you can request for a reference letter from Amdari. Now, we also give you on the job support. You land a job while you're still working with Amdari, or even after you're done with your internship, and you have some difficulties navigating any project that has been given, you can always reach out to Amdari, okay? We render on the job support to our consultants. And this is just to support you until you're able to, start working by yourself. You don't need anybody's help again, okay? I mean, the best of us has been in these shoes. Before someone becomes an expert, they've been in the shoe where they need help as well. So Amdari also offer that help. Now, the projects we're going to be working on are cut across multiple industries. You will see projects across multiple industries like fintech, like fintech, like e-commerce, logistics and supply chain, and so on and so forth. And why is this important? Okay, most recruiters look out for candidates that have multiple, experience. Look out for candidates that have multiple experience across multiple industries. And also it helps you eliminate the bias that we see every day. If you're a data analyst and you've worked with an e-commerce company for a very long time, going into the the job market, and you want to get into, maybe you want to look for a job in the fintech space as a data analyst, trust me, if two persons if Prince, I'm going to use Prince and Stella, right? If Prince and Stella apply for the same role in a fintech company, and let's say Stella has experience or worked in a company where she's a consultant and she has worked on projects across multiple industries, and Prince works with Amazon 4 years, both of them have 4 years experience, but Stella has more experience across multiple industries, but Prince just have experience in one industry. You must pass your CV, maybe you pass your oral interview, your technical interview and all that, and they have to pick one person. The companies will naturally gravitate towards Stella, because it will be easier for Stella to, imbibe, or easier to, get used to the data in the fintech space. Trust me, yes, you're a data analyst, but these industries are different. You still need to understand the industry before you actually start giving them quality job, right? So that's why when you want to apply for a job, look out for the list of things they're looking for a candidate. You'll see that the 4th or 5th one, some companies will always list they're looking for candidates, preferably candidates that have experience in fintech, preferably candidates that have experience in e-commerce, preferably candidates that have experience in FMCG and all that. So these are the buyers that stop a lot of people from getting a job, but they don't know. They think something is wrong with them. No, nothing is wrong with you. It's because they will always go to the best for them. Okay, they don't care about you. Trust me. They'll go for the things they feel like, if I hire this person now, after 2 weeks, the person will start delivering on the job. So at the end of the month, I'm not paying the person free money. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So that's why and during internship, you get to work on multiple industry experience, and you also get to work with multiple tech stacks. What do I mean? Multiple softwares. You can be a data analyst again. Let me use data analytics as an example. Okay, you can be a data analyst in a small ice cream shop, and because they don't have a lot of data, the only tool you know how to use is Excel and Power BI. You can work there for 5 years. Okay, you come out and the only thing you know how to use is Excel and Power BI. Trust me, there's no way you can go up from there, because if you're looking to get hired for a better paying job, all right, the better paying job or the companies that will pay you better are companies that have huge data. And because they have huge data, you need to know how to use Python. You need to know how to use SQL. You need to know how to use R. Okay. And that's why with this internship, every project you will touch how to use different softwares. You will use different softwares to work on the project. First project could be maybe Excel and Python, or Excel and Power BI. The next one you're working with Python. The next one you're working with R. The next one you're working with SQL. And it comes across those are in cybersecurity as well. You could work with what are those tools for cybersecurity again? You could work with Splunk. You could work with Nmap. Get to use Sentinel as well, Microsoft Sentinel. You get to use as many tools as possible. Build your skill around it, and that way you are getting yourself ready to land the job that will pay you better. Okay, if you know how to use just one software, some people that are going to data analysis, I don't want to learn I don't want to learn Python. Is it must that I have to learn Python as a data analyst? It is not must though. It is not compulsory. But if you want to earn better, meaning you are targeting companies that are multinational companies that are big, right? Companies that have over 5,000 employees, 10,000 employees that will pay you enough money, then you need to learn that skill. Okay, that's why it's important. Now, what do companies look out for when they want to hire candidates? The least place they look out for, or the least thing they look out for when they want to hire candidates, is candidates that went through internship. Okay, I'm not the one that said it. Okay, NCE's Job Outlook said it. It is evident. Go to Reddit. Go and ask question anywhere. If you have internship or you've undergone internship, it gives you 2 steps ahead, okay, over people that have not gone through internship. You that did internship, you that worked in a company and gained experience, these people are ahead of persons that worked on capstone projects, okay, before applying for the role. So if you want to get hired, you've tried applying for jobs several times, and you want to get hired, consider going for an internship. And Amdari is the best place for that. You can get that, trust me. Now, someone asked me yesterday, but it's just 6 months experience. But the companies are saying that they're looking for candidates that have at least 1 year experience. Let me tell you, there are criteria that are absolute, okay, for some roles. There are criteria that are not actually absolute. Now, I'll give you an example. You can be in a role, someone can be in a role for 6 years, okay? The difference between having a 6 years experience and having 1 year of experience 6 times, that is what matters. You have 6 months experience. You've worked on projects in fintech. You've worked on projects in e-commerce, for example. You've worked on projects in health tech. Somebody can have 6 years experience, and a person has worked in Amazon for 6 years, and all they know is about e-commerce data. But the person works in fintech for 6 years. The only thing they know is fintech data, okay? Or all they know is about everything that has to do with that industry. But the fact that you're working with Amdari and you're able to work with as many tools as possible and work with projects or work on projects across multiple industries, okay? You have already gotten 6 years experience just in 1 year or 6 months. 6 years experience just in 6 months, okay? What do I mean? For somebody that is working in an actual company to gain experience in fintech, to gain experience in e-commerce, to gain experience in health tech, that means you're going to be jumping the jobs, right? You jump first job, you do 2 years, then you jump again, you leave the job, you go for another industry. Then highest, what you're going to do, you're going to familiarize yourself with just 3 industries in the space of 2 years. But you that is working as an intern in Amdari, having access to projects across multiple industries, if you're going for a 6 months work experience internship, you're working on at least 8 projects. So you're going to be working on projects across 8 industries. There is no way you can compare yourself with the person that has 6 years experience, no. Because they can only speak on the industry they've worked on and not the other way around. So let me be quick to round up, okay? Now, let's look at, I don't know if you can see my screen. These are our participants, okay? I was able to capture this one as quickly as possible. This one happens today, okay? This was early this week. This person landed a job. That's why I put it Zoom here. You need to see the chart, okay? He had with our colleague, okay? That he has landed a job and he will not be able to be consistent in the internship because obviously you have a new job now. So you need to understand how the job works. So you're going to be putting more time in the job. He has landed a job. This is just his 3 months in the internship. And this person has just finished his 3 months. He has paid for his 3rd month. And because of the project he was working on and how good he has become, okay, so far that he has joined us, as you can see here, He's saying he's going to extend his internship to 6 months. Initially, some persons like to go for 3 months because they, will I like it? I want to see how it works, all right? You just wait. But now he wants to increase it. What does that show you? We are not just here to have you just register. Our main aim is for you to land a job. We understand what is going on in the job market now, okay? A lot of applicants, no experience. Companies are crying as well. Applicants are crying. But you are the one that need the job, not the company, right? So you need to meet them in the middle. And that's why we created Amdari, to give people the chance to work on projects, to build their skill. Not today, you study business analysis and you've not even mastered the skill, you've not had experience. Next day, they're telling you, oh, cybersecurity is the in-game. You abandon that one, you go to register another course, you're doing cybersecurity. Next thing, they're telling you, oh my God, people that are working as data engineers, they are making a lot of money. You have studied business analysis, you've done cybersecurity, you don't have sense of direction. And the reason why you don't have sense of direction is because you've not actually sat down to master the skill or master what you've learned. And that is why you need to work. Okay, and this Amdari is giving you the opportunity to work learn while working, or work while learning, right? You get to learn while doing, okay, and understand if it is what they actually want to go or not jumping from one place to another. Let me even play a video for us to watch, okay? I'll take a short note, play a video for us to watch, and I'm going to increase the speed for you understand what I mean.
This gained the experience that I've gained, and so far.
Just hear from her, all right?
Yeah, my name is Nimat, and
let me increase it.
I have been able to joining Amdari has been, I would say, a blessing for me, because it has afforded me the opportunity to kind of put a structure around my professional life. Initially, I was going in all directions, picking up different kinds of. Today, I'll see business analysis. I'll probably try to study on my own. Then next, I want to do data analysis. But with this work experience, I was able to gain, hands-on experience on, real life data analysis, and it has really helped me to gain more confidence, in being able to, carry out those projects and also present them. So I would say majorly what I have gained so far from Amdari will be the opportunity to work on real life data, and also to work on not just one industry kind of data. So I've worked with various industries, and it has helped me to streamline the area that I feel like I would kind of align to, which is the finance industry. So I like data from the banking sector. It can be. I was able to work on different kinds of data, like data from the finance banking industry that had to do with converting customers from being students and categorizing them, segmenting customers, moving them from one segment to another using data. And at the end of the day, the organization is able to make informed decisions based on the segmentation. So we also worked on data that has to do with supply chain analysis, healthcare, and in fact bringing everything to life. And I've also had the opportunity to
so much of our time, because if you want to listen to this, it's very long, okay? But I mean, you've heard the most part of it. So if you're confused of what to do with your life, trust me, after gaining skills in any of the program, just all you need is to start working. All you need to start practicing what you've learned through Amdari Work Experience Internship. That way, you get to, build the skill and have more confidence in the job market, okay? And have more confidence to defend what you know. Now, the internship, we have the cohort open for June and the internship run for 3 months and 6 months respectively. However, remember I said that those that join this session, we are going to give you a special offer. We are running a discount for you to secure the 3 months work experience internship, okay, and gain 6 months experience. What do I mean? The 3 months work experience internship, normally you get to pay in 3 installments, and the 6 months you get to pay in 5 installments. Now, forget about whatever you're seeing on this part of the screen, okay? Let's focus on the other part, okay? Because we are running a discount for those that join this session, you get to pay £130 to secure the spot for the 3 months work experience internship. And with £130, you pay for that every month for 3 months to complete your payments, and then you get the 6 months experience. Now, if you'd like to secure your spot, I will drop the link on the chat. If you'd like to secure your spot, I'll drop the link on the chat for us to to do that. Okay, the discount is already limited and we are rounding it up as soon as possible. So here is a link on the chat. I've dropped that. So if you click it, if you click on that link, it's going to bring you to this page. So just scroll down, whatever program you want to go for, okay? Either you want to go for data analytics, data science, whichever one, please select the 3 months. Don't select 6 months. And the reason why I said select 3 months is because you're already in a discount. If you select 6 months, your installment plan, you're going to see £150 and not 130. So select the 3 months work experience internship, click on secure your internship of any program you want to go for, okay? And to bring you to this page. And on this page, you get to select at the top right-hand side the currency you would like to use in making payment, because most of us are joining from British or Britain, but if you're joining from Nigeria as well, you can still like change it to Naira here, okay? For the majority carries the vote, they say, right? So you select £130, like I said, you can pay in 3 installments. Now, when you select £130, you go down, click on secure your internship, and click on proceed. Now, fill your details, your name, your email address, and then scroll down. Your phone number is not compulsory, it's optional, but if you'd like to put that, that's not a problem. Click on proceed, confirm your email, and fill in your card details. Now, when you make payments, okay, and this page says payment successful, okay, if it shows you that your payment is successful, you can take a screenshot of it. Please take a screenshot of it, okay? It can serve as an evidence of payment, or you can also receive an email from Mainstar confirming your payment. Now, once your payment is successful on this page, it will take you to the initial page you came out from, which is this. And the reason why it brought you here is for you to fill the, payment registration form. Click on payment registration form. All right, just fill this form. This form is very important. So this is where you get to tell us which cohort you'd like to join. Just fill your name, just the details that you have seen here, fill it up, and then go to next. I'll just be explaining the important part. Fill the internship program you want to go for. Upload the receipt, okay? The screenshot or the screenshot of the email that was sent to you, whatever you know that can serve as a payment receipt, please upload it here. And then the name of the account using making payments, read our terms and conditions, select the internship plan that you like. Okay, you want to go for 6 months, obviously select 6 months, and then you go to next. Now, this part is for this is for people that would like to split their internship in two. So some persons like to split their internship between 2 related programs like data science and data analytics, or data science and business analysis, or business analysis and project management, or SOC and ethical hacking and risk and governance, risk and compliance, or SOC and governance, risk and compliance. So if you know you would like to split your internship in 2, okay, please ensure that you are splitting it between 2. You're selecting 2 related programs, because don't go for data analytics and data engineering at the same time. If you don't have knowledge for Python, if you don't have knowledge for machine learning, you can only go for data analytics, data science, or data analytics, business analysis, right? Like that. Now, if you'd like to do that, select yes, then tell us which program you want to go for the first 3 months and which program you'd like to go for the last 3 months, okay? Then you click on next. Now, this is where you get to tell us which cohort you'd like to join. Would you like to join the next cohort? Obviously, 7th June. That is next week, Saturday, when they will have their onboarding, okay? Select 7th June. But if you feel like you're going to be busy in June, but you would like to secure these discounts, because this discount will be off the table tomorrow by 12. If you'd like to secure this discount and defer your admission to July, please select 5th of July, 2025. Tell us what you found about Amdare and what influenced your decision, all right? And submit it, that's all. So right now, I will allow us to ask questions. If you have any questions so far, then you can raise your hands. I'll call you up and then you ask. If you have questions for me, you can raise your hands and then I'll call you up for you to unmute your mic and ask. All right, Enes, go ahead. You can unmute your mic.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, Ernest.
Yeah, I tried to make that payment, especially today, but I was having challenges. So I really I'm so interested. I had conversation with one of your team. That was
Okay,
on
what's the name?
Tuesday.
What's the name of the person that you had conversation with?
I couldn't really place the person's name because it's just a brief call. And I told the
Okay.
person that I'm going to be making payments today, that is Friday. So I tried, though I was having a kind of challenge. I didn't see a place where there was account. All I saw was a page where you say upload a screenshot of the payment made. So I
Okay,
was
you couldn't
thinking,
secure your spot. Okay, see what's going to
yes, I
happen,
couldn't.
right?
So I'm having
Mm,
challenges. Yeah.
have you filled the attendance form so I can reach out to you?
I have not filled it, but how do I fill it?
It's on the chat box. Or Uche, can you hear me? Hi, Uche.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, please can you drop your number so he can reach out to you via chat, right? Drop it on the chat
Okay,
box.
All
okay,
right, that's
all right. Okay, let me. All right, I will. Okay,
But you also need to fill the attendance form in case you don't get to reach out to her, so she can reach out to you by herself. Okay.
okay, yes, because I really
Have
need
you seen the
to. I try
attendance?
to. I'm trying to. What is wrong with my phone?
Check on the chat
Okay,
box. It should be there.
okay, I'm coming. Yeah, let me just drop my number here.
Okay.
But I was called, so I just.
All right.
Um,
Uche has dropped her number. Have you seen Uche's number?
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, that's my number.
Okay, Uche, please reach out to him as well.
Yeah, thank you so much because I really want to secure the stuff today.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone else have questions for me? Hi, Sally. Sabi Dolly, do you have questions for me? What about you, Jerry? Do you have questions for me? All right. Since there are no questions, so we are going to call it today. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Savi. Thank you, Ernest, Uche, and okay, Savi, you have questions. Go ahead. You can unmute your mic.
Good evening. I just sent a message through the chat, so but I don't know if it counts.
Okay,
I
let me
wanted to
see it.
know the difference between this work experience and there's another one that is the fast track of the £10, $10
Okay,
a
yes.
month.
The difference is that one, you don't have a guide. You're working by yourself. Do you
Okay.
understand? You
Yeah.
don't have a guide. You work by yourself, and also, um, you don't get to have the CV revamp. You don't get to have LinkedIn optimization. You don't get to have the job reference later.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
So,
Like
so will
that's
you
what
be securing for this one?
I'll look into it. It's all about the money. I'll
Take the
look at it.
discount, or take the
Yeah.
discount, because trust me, if you go to our YouTube or you go back to it time, you see that. In fact, I don't even know if you miss this discount. I don't know if it's going to come back again. Trust me.
Okay. But if I
Have you
can't
feel that?
if I can't start this in June, I can always start in July.
Yeah, you can secure this your discount and start in July.
Okay.
But I
That's
can't tell you if you don't register now.
yeah.
Oh God. You know what I'm talking about. You're going to like pay for the 3 months and just get 3 months. And then if you want to get for 6 months, you pay 750 pounds or more.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you filled the attendance form?
No, not yet. I will do that.
Okay, please do that now so they can also reach out to you in case
Okay.
yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you need more questions, you can book our one-to-one clarity session. My colleague is going to drop it on the group chat. The group chat where you joined us, she's going to drop it there. You can book one-to-one clarity session where you speak to us directly. Okay. But if you'd like to secure your spot, please do that as fast as possible, because once the discount is off the table, I will not be able to help. All right. Thank you for joining us, and God bless you. Have a good evening or a good night rest. Bye.